together. Doesn't matter the weather. So let's get to it now. Gotta figure out what to do. The Addicts, fantasy football. The Addicts, fantasy. The Addicts, ooh, we know all. The Addicts, it's fantasy.
Podcast. I'm your host, Jayden, always joined by my lovely partner in crime, Dalton Hanley. And this week we have a special guest. He's my opponent in the semifinals. It's the one, the only, the returning Jayden Smith.
What's up, boys? Glad to be back. Haven, you're going down this week, buddy. That's all I got to say. I'm not
Look,
gonna
man,
talk a lot of mess, but you know, I already did one thing crucial a couple weeks ago where I stole something precious to you. So it's only right that you get me back by eliminating me in the playoffs, but I will always hold that against you. I was down 60 or something and took the bye from you
Look,
after my team went stupid.
this is what matters. I said this. I didn't want the bye. I'm glad you got it.
Well, you didn't need the bye after we just did the Mason last week. I mean, I know
Exactly.
y'all talked about it on the last episode, but I mean, Mason, I know you're going to watch this afterwards. I mean, after what Haven did to you, the advantage he took of you, are you okay?
I mean,
Apparently
definitely
not.
League record, 211
Yep.
points. We
All
thought
time.
Dalton was doing this year was insane. You just
Yeah.
came in and just like took all the publicity from Dalton's team and just wreaked havoc.
Yeah, I like it a lot because now my team, you know, they got their swagger. They got that vibe going. That's what you want. You make a statement going into the first round of the playoffs. They're ready for week 2 against you. I
Do
think
we
it's
need to
going to
talk
be
about my league?
close. No,
That's what I thought.
no.
We're going to
I-
keep you humble. We're going to keep
I
you humble.
lost. I did
But yeah,
lose.
3 out of the 4 teams left in our playoff are here.
Are you?
Yeah. That's why, and look, this has nothing to do with it kind of has something to do with what we're talking about. So last week we had a watch party at Mason's house, and there was 6 people there.
6 to 7.
5 of the 6 were in the playoffs. You had one guy there who was just sitting in the corner. He looked around. He was like, "Am I the only person not here in the playoffs?"
And now
He's trying to fight to not be punished.
Yeah.
Well, Jayden, it's great to have you. And of course, we got to start the segment out of the show. A returning favorite,
Yes.
the
yes.
grass. Let us see your wonderful grass, my friend.
All right. Last time I was on the episode, I graphed fantasy football players' data. And so the trivia behind this is Haven and Dalton are going to try to guess the player. You know, last time I gave the position away of the player, but this time we're going to do things different. Right here, you have a player, but I'm not going to tell the position. So we're going to see how well y'all know y'all's fantasy football players based off this graph data. So on your y-axis, you have your points. So this is a 5-point scale. And then on your x-axis, you have the weeks. So first thing I'm going to give, as we talked about last time, this phase line right here on week 8, that's when the player's bye was. So let me know when y'all
We may
need
have to help
hands.
We may need to help each other out.
This is through week 15.
Yes, through week 15.
Week 15, he had 31 points.
Somebody went stupid.
He had 21.
Basically had their best.
Is this Travis Etienne?
Are you locking it in?
That's a good guess, Haven.
I'm locking Travis Etienne.
That's a good
Dude,
guess. I
you're
think I agree with you.
correct. Holy cow. I didn't even get to do my hints. I had really good hints. I was going to throw a hint out there, try to throw y'all off.
No, I'm
Wow.
too good. I'm golden.
That just hurt
I
my
know-
feelings. My first hint was going to be he has 5 receiving touchdowns. So I was going to try to get y'all to get the receiver route.
Do you have ETN
Well,
on any teams, Haven?
Yeah, the one I'm playing
Yeah,
against
last
Jayden.
week when he did
It
against
looks a
Mason.
little familiar for you.
All right, player 2.
He had a week 14 bye.
Correct.
Yeah, all the teams I know that had week 14 buys were the Patriots, Niners, Panthers. I can't
Yes.
remember if there was any more.
29-point game looks like in like a 30. Week 1 of the playoffs, he had like 16, so that doesn't help.
Would you like y'all's first hint?
Yes.
They are a NFL player.
Okay.
I was going to do that for Travis Etienne, but you
No
guessed it.
NBA.
So they are in the NFC.
That rules out Patriots, so it's
49ers.
49ers
It's
or
not
Panthers.
Kittle. Kittle had 25. Purdy had more. Christian McCaffrey, I don't know what he's done this year. He's had
Christian
more. He's
McCaffrey.
definitely been bigger. He's
Yeah, I
definitely had
grabbed
more
his
than
data
that.
earlier, and
He's-
his is insane.
He's been a bit more consistent too. His would be much more of a flatter line across that 20-30 range.
Then you said the Panthers.
Uh-huh.
Is this It's not Rico. It's not Tet.
It's not Ted, because Ted's only had 130 week.
It's not Bryce Young. What's second hint?
They have been top 10 at their position 3 times this year.
I can see that.
Okay, third hint, they have 4 receiving touchdowns this year.
Okay.
We're going to help y'all out again. Y'all have not named the team.
Who else had a
Yeah,
bye?
so there's another team that had a week 14 bye
Who had a bye?
that we're not
No
thinking of.
cheating, 'cause I can't see y'all.
Who else had a week 14 bye?
So 4 receiving touchdowns, top 10 at their position 3 times. They're in the NFC.
The Giants. The Giants had a week 14 bye. That's who it was.
They are a top
Wow.
10 player at their position.
All right, so Wandale is my guess.
That's a good guess, Wandale.
This is Wandale Robinson. Look at y'all.
Hey, we try.
All right, I got 2 more that are going to be for fun. Dalton already knows the answers, but he knows why I'm doing it. Hey, man, this is all you, buddy. You ready?
Oh, no.
Player 3. All right, so I'm going to help you out. Week 7, they were hurt. That's what that phase line means.
Uh-huh.
They didn't play. Week 8 was their bye.
Well, what is this? Is this a quarterback?
This is not a quarterback.
It's not a quarterback.
No.
Holy cow. This has to be one of Jayden's players.
No,
One of Dalton's players.
no. There's only one person left on this podcast who
Yeah.
it could be.
This is one of my players?
This is one of your players.
One of mine?
I hear you giggling, Dalton. I just can't see you.
Yeah.
This is Amon Ra.
This is not Amon Ra. Wrong league.
Not, JSN.
Not JSN.
It's not Puka.
Uh-huh.
It's Puka?
It is Puka.
Not Pookie.
And who is this?
Gosh. So I guess it's one of mine again.
Yes, it is one of yours. You've already named them.
This is JSN.
This is JSN. Imagine having the number 1 and 2 wide receiver and getting booted out first round playoffs.
Oh. Yeah.
Y'all heard
That
it.
was me.
For those listening, Haven had the number 1 and number 2 wide receiver in our league and still couldn't get the job done. And then also has Nico Collins. He has 3 top 10 wide receivers.
Oh.
And then Javonte Williams, top 10 running back.
And Drake May.
Ooh.
No, where was Drake May?
My bench.
My bench, your bench.
Who'd you
Joe
bench?
Burrow.
Joe
Oh,
Burrow.
for Burrow, and he got 5. Ooh.
I had to come on here and throw a shot about that because Haven was like talking all big and bad. He was like, let me get my championship first and then I'm going to peace out. Dude, you got deuced out the first round, buddy.
Yeah, I was trying to copy my idol, John Cena, and I was going to do the real champ, the last champ. Now I got to come back with vengeance. We talked about this a little bit, and I told Dalton this, but my life in our 2 main leagues, the one I'm with Jayden and then our main one, are completely different. The main one, I'm the commissioner, and I get to take a lot of
Commissioner.
shots. It's fun. I'm the great commissioner. I've done really great this year. I don't let none of that slack that our old commissioner, the redhead Mason Mann, used to allow.
What do you got against redheads? They're a minority.
I wasn't. I was
I hope
literally just
can
describing-
we clip this and put this on TikTok? Haven has hatred towards redheads.
Nope, no hatred. But in your league, I'm the villain. I'm the new guy that came in, had the swagger about him, made everyone crap their pants.
How'd that
Hey,
work out
no-
for you?
Hey, when I lost, it was everybody's Super Bowl. And that's what's fun, is being the villain in a
Oh,
league.
you went 7-7. No one was scared of you.
This
This is all in your head. This is all mental right now.
Bench, you didn't want me on your side of the bracket. No one wanted me on that
Because
side.
everybody wanted to play Grayson.
Yeah, he sucks. But no one wanted to play me. I had the most points for. I was a great team. When I lost, it was like the Super Bowl happened. And I like that.
For those watching on YouTube, then we can drop this and move on. But look at how disrespectful the guy that Haven played last week was towards Haven. Empty. He benched
Oh,
2
yeah.
of his Monday Night Football
Benched
players because
two
he didn't
guys.
even need them to beat Haven.
It's okay. Wasn't my week. I'll come back next year and I'll be better.
Oh. Let's go. Puka 58-yard catch.
That's what we need. Change the topic.
Go,
Oh,
Pookie.
but just when you need them. It's too late now, Evan.
Yeah,
Let's
too
go,
late.
Pookie.
Pookie got some issues right now. Can we talk about that?
No.
Pookie has a lot of
A
off
lot of it. And it's not just him, his brother. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, he
we'll
stole
let,
something
we'll
hard.
let other people take on that heat. But Puka, get your crap together. You're not Pookie status right now after all this.
No, he's the villain of the NFL right now. They went being the most like loved player to like one night. He's like everybody's like screw this guy.
He was going down that road of like that kind of lovable, fun player, kind of like a Scattaboo, Kittle, where they love the game of football and you love seeing them play. And then he's starting to do all this stuff off the field where it's like, oh my gosh, Puka, stop.
No, it's even crazy. He went to BYU,
Stop doing and saying just off the wall, off
a
cover.
religious school.
Just quit doing that.
Just
And meanwhile, the dude's balling out every week and not even making $1 million. Like I don't know what his contract is, but it is. I mean,
Well,
cheap,
remember
cheap.
he was like, was he even
Yeah.
drafted?
He was like a 4th or 5th round pick. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago that he went crazy, or was it last year?
Last year he
Every
finished-
year he goes.
Yeah, he's
nuts.
Yeah, but what was the year like?
He finished as wide receiver 1 his rookie year.
But that was the year no one drafted him. Like
As the
Walker
wide
picked him
receiver
up off
one or a
waivers.
wide receiver 1.
I think a wide receiver 1.
So his rookie year, he was wide receiver 2. He was very close.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
his
sorry.
rookie-
I was one off on.
Yeah, his rookie year, he balled out,
I'm
and that was
sorry.
only in 13 games.
Imagine if Cooper Kupp never got hurt though.
Yeah.
When would have Puka came around?
I think he still would have dominated because he was getting involved with Cup at the same time. And then second year, he had that early injury that kind of cut his season in half, and then he came back and just was on a tear once he came back.
Like how Cooper Kupp was when he well, not this past injury, but
All right. Well, Puka, get your crap together, man. We really are worried about you.
Off the field, you keep
Off
doing
the field.
exactly what you're doing on the
Yes.
field because I love you so much for it.
So, all right. Well, let's get into some other news. Some injury
Just get in the end
updates.
zone. Quit getting tackled on the 4-yard line.
And we got to talk about the first one because we didn't talk about we talked about it a little bit, but I need some help in the start set. But first one is Patrick Mahomes, torn ACL, done
we'll
for
start
the
there.
year. Oh crap! Gardner Minshew is starting. You got Rashee Rice. You got who has a concussion protocol.
I
Did
think
not
he's playing.
practice. He may not even play. My other option is AJ Brown. What do I do?
who the
This
Eagles
is-
play?
Wait, are you
This is a
asking
different
us
league.
who should you start out of Rashee Rice or AJ Brown?
Yes.
Who are your other options?
Very good. This
They
league,
must be
I didn't.
really good.
Yeah, this is the league that I got to taunt my coworkers after they made fun of me for drafting Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, they
Last
must be
round.
like really, really good. You start AJ Brown because I don't know if, for one, Rashee Rice I don't think is even going to play. Sleeper has already changed his projected points to 0. I don't think he's going to be able to clear concussion protocol in time. So I think that
So-
decision just got a whole lot easier for you. Plus, AJ Brown's a top 10 receiver right now.
My receiving core is filthy. It's Rashee Rice, Mon Ra, Nico Collins, AJ Brown, Quentin Johnson, Ted McMillan.
Hey,
You got
remember the
rich
last
people
time
problems.
you had a good receiver core?
Yeah, I lost. And this running back core is even worse. Actually, Kenneth Walker's eating on that team right now because I have RJ Harvey and Kenneth Walker as my running backs.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker would do this once I finally bench him.
All right. Rashee Rice, if he does play,
I think even if he does play, I'm still trusting AJ Brown because I don't know what Gardner Minshew is going to look like with the Chiefs.
who would you? Okay, so you got Rashee Rice.
For all those people that actually have Rashee Rice and don't have an AJ Brown to plug in, because Haven,
I'm
has
about to
rich
name
people-
some other receivers.
You have rich people problems right now. Most people
Do you-
are struggling with like
Well, all
Rashee
right,
Rice or
Rash-
like Jawan Jennings.
I'm going over like Rashee Rice or Emeka Ibuka.
I would go Rice there because Igbuka's not showing me anything to be excited about. With Rice, at least they scheme up targets and he plays in the slot and can catch easy passes. You just need to temper your expectations of him going nuclear.
Rashee Rice, Khalil Shakir.
That's a tough one, because that could be a pretty gross game that they're playing in Cleveland. They play similar roles, Rice and Shakir. I don't think Rice plays, to be honest with you.
But if he does,
I'm probably trusting him over Khalil Shakir, but I don't
Do you
think he
try-
plays.
okay. I got one more, and that is Rasheed Rice or Justin Jefferson?
Jefferson. The matchups. I mean, this meant
Brother,
to
the
be.
matchup has been there for
It's
weeks.
unfortunately, yeah, it's been like that
It's
for
gonna
weeks.
happen. It's gonna happen. Trust.
For
Here's
weeks,
my
it's
trust
been there.
again.
I don't know if you're able to trust because you're probably not in the playoffs anymore because you've been trusting him.
Well, obviously Haven is because he's on his bench.
Yeah.
All right.
If Rice plays, I'm playing him over Justin Jefferson.
Who the Chiefs even play?
The Tennessee Titans. The
It's
matchup
actually
is there.
yeah.
It's a super low over under, so it could be a very
Dang.
gross defensive game.
How
Chiefs
do you
have
feel
nothing to
about
play
Travis
for.
Kelsey?
Well, that's what Gardner Minshew was feeding when he got in the game.
Yeah.
Big
He was
time.
hyper targeting
Yeah.
Kelsey.
And then he threw the
So-
interception. But that was
Travis-
towards Kelsey. So,
So
like,
would you rather start Travis Kelsey or Kyle Pitts?
I don't know. Kirk Cousins is feeding Kyle Pitts.
I think I would rather go Kyle Pitts because of the 3-week domination he's been on. I mean, NBA Jam rules say he's hot, so you
Yeah.
got to play him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to trust that with the quarterback who's been doing it with him versus a new quarterback, new situation, nothing to play for, crappy game against a crappy other team where, Rice could get banged up in this game and then just stay out of the rest of the game because there's nothing to play
Yeah.
for. Any of their starters could get nicked and dinged up in this game and then not finish the game because there's nothing to play for. Let's go, Pookie.
I was wondering if you were I was gonna say that.
Touchdown, Puka.
A little too
All right.
late. Hey, Ben.
Not funny. Sad. I'm even more sad.
As this episode goes on, he just keeps getting points. I'm just going to throw a little shot in there.
I need it. I need it bad.
Some other quarterback news. These are just quick. We don't need to really touch too much. Besides probably one more. Anthony Richardson, 21-day window just opened up. They've already said they're starting Phillip Rivers for Monday Night Football. Yeah, I'm not. If you have anybody on the Colts, I'm sorry. Brady
Hope?
Cook is.
Do we hope it's Phillip Rivers or do we hope that it's Anthony Richardson?
Who throws the ball 100 miles per hour and not know where it's going?
Richardson
Anthony
has looked
Richardson.
horrible since he's ever been.
Yeah,
So
Anthony
The
Richardson
dude
makes Alec
injured himself
Pierce.
with a rubber band.
is that how he injured? He was like an eye
Yes,
injury.
it was an eye injury. He was doing pregame warm-ups, and you know how they have those bands to stretch.
Yeah.
Stretch band.
Popped
The
him right in
resistance
the reticle. Is that what it's called? The reticle?
Mm-hmm.
Went blind. Like he
his
got put
retina.
out. Retina, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reticle, something.
Well, next
That's that
one.
long.
Brady Cook will start for the Jets.
Ew.
They didn't play
Jayden-
Missouri.
I don't remember his name. Kind of
Was he the quarterback who took them to the SEC championship?
No, that was God. He played at the Broncos. Backup Drew Lock.
Drew Lock? Yeah, that was Drew
Yeah.
Lock.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that was
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Only
that's
major
football.
quarterback injury was Mahomes just
Yeah.
tearing his ACL.
These are
being
more
done for the
just-
year.
Yeah, injury, but then the one you have, this one's probably a little bit bigger, and it does have some playoff implications. Tua got benched. Quinn Ewers is now the starter. I am so happy that Jayden, are you playing Waddle this week? Jayden?
No.
It's
I
a
just
scary place
panicked.
to be.
I forgot. I was like, I hope I bet Seahawks defense, and I did.
'Cause I have Darren Waller, and I hate it because I went and got Darren Waller a week or two ago, knowing that he had this exact matchup against the Bengals, which is the greatest tight end matchup you can have this whole year. And then they benched Tua, and now I
So-
don't know what to do.
I have a question
And-
for y'all.
So I'm stumped.
Similar situation: Darren Waller or Tyler Warren?
Darren Waller. I don't. Tyler Warren didn't do nothing last week with.
I'm
Phillip
probably going to go
Rivers.
Waller just because I don't really know if Phillip Rivers can help any of the pass catchers do enough.
Yeah. And then the thing about rookie quarterbacks is they rely heavily on their running backs and their tight ends for short yard passes. And I think that's going to help out Waller and A-Chain. I don't think he's going to drop as much. That was Tua's number one. For
That's
sure.
all Tua could do.
Yeah, just my main question was that Tua being Tua and him choosing to dump it off, or was the offensive scheme for that play to work out exactly that way? Like the ball go to Achan in the flat and then him do what he does after the catch. Was that Tua all the time, or was that the offense running the way it's supposed to? Same thing with Waller. Was that Tua, or was that the offense flowing in that play to the tight end in the red zone? Because Waller's always a touchdown threat. It's just,
Mhm.
are we going to trust a rookie quarterback in his first ever start to be able to throw touchdowns? That's the scary part of Waller is he could have 0 touchdowns and only 30 yards, and then
Yep. But
you're
he could have
screwed.
6 catches for 30 yards, and that's 9 points. I would choose
His
one during the
biggest thing, though, this year is
semifinals.
If he can get me 10, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I that's kind of how I feel. But I don't think you can play Waddle this week. I think you gotta. I think there's a lot more options out there that give you a little bit more of a positive side than him.
Nah, I'm just looking at the team, my roster. I'm not playing Waddle. My receiving core went from being absolute trash to like I got more receivers than I do running backs now. That was the opposite.
Yeah, I don't know how we switched this because it was mine and Jayden's strategy the whole year was he was starting 4 RBs. Now I started 4 receivers the entire year. I'm starting 4 running backs this week. I'm scared. I don't like 4 running backs. I like receivers.
It can happen fast.
Yeah, I'm
it
only
went-
starting 2 running backs and the rest are receivers.
So we have switched philosophies. I will consider. You know what, Kenneth Gainwell, you're kind of like a hybrid for me. You don't really run the ball. You just catch. So love it.
He's just been so good at his
So
very
good.
limited role. It's
Yeah.
amazing the amount of points he's putting up, considering how little he's touching the ball. I mean, incredibly efficient.
He is the Chiefs' Jared McKinnon.
He had
From
13
Cleveland.
rushing attempts last week. That's the highest.
Yeah.
No. What happened week 4? Did Jalen Warren get hurt?
Yes, that
Okay.
was the Vikings game at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, I just saw he had 19
And I
rushing attempts.
picked him
well,
up and started him.
That's exactly what that was.
I remember
And then
that.
you threw Gainwell in there, and he went nuclear.
Yeah, I remember because Duck woke up and he was like, shit. Because he had Jalen Warren started. He had logged. He had 0 points, had a shotgun and beer.
He looked up and had 30 burger hanging on him that Haven dropped on him at 8 in the morning overseas.
Just you look, you see that, you just no. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, you just go back to sleep. I mean, don't get up.
All right, let me switch this over to running backs. There's a couple that we need to be watching this week. First off is Josh Jacobs. He's dealing with a knee and ankle injury. He's right now questionable for Saturday. Last week he was kind of questionable too, and he played through it. Had a decent
Tough.
week.
He's a tough guy. He'll do it.
Yeah, he eats nails for breakfast. And their running back room they just lost Marshawn Lloyd. So it's him and Emmanuel Wilson. It's
To be
really
fair,
him.
they lost Marshawn Lloyd at the beginning of the season because his body just doesn't want to play football.
No. I like Emmanuel Wilson. So if Josh Jacobs doesn't play, I think you definitely can start Emmanuel Wilson. But if Jacobs is playing, you got to go for it. I think he plays through.
Yeah.
Next is Javonte Williams. He's dealing with a neck injury. This has happened to him before, and he's missed half of a previous game. He did return last week, was able to finish the game, but this is worth monitoring just because, I mean, necks are scary. I mean, one stinger and he could be out for half the game.
Yeah,
Or
I like that he was able to
paralyzed.
return last week.
Yeah. At least I don't have to worry about Javonte this week because I lost last
If he
week.
for some reason doesn't play, Malik Davis is the backup behind him that I would want.
Yeah. Malik Davis is, I think they're clear number 2 right now.
Yep.
All right. Next, Woody Marks, ankle injury. He's missed part of last week's game, but he also didn't need to return. He has not practiced this yet. This is my thoughts. If he is starting, you play him. If he's not starting, you do not play Nick Chubb. Just no.
I'm not against playing Nick Chubb. If he's the clear
I'm
starter
against Nick Chubb.
and you're in a very deep league and you don't have many guys to start, you could do worse than Nick Chubb. But no, I'm not trying to start Nick Chubb in the event that Woody can't play. But if Woody does play, this is a fantastic matchup. I mean,
Yeah.
smash for Woody if he plays.
There's just no part of me that wants to trust my playoffs with Nick Chubby.
No, yeah. This is only for deep leagues, 14-man league maybe, where you don't have a second running back or you have a bunch of injuries. You could roll Chubb out there. I mean, you're looking at him or like Audric Estime. I mean, or some people are having to start Blake Corum, and Blake Corum just had a rushing touchdown. So
No, did he?
It's rough out here in the streets for running.
Did he really just have a rushing touchdown?
He had one a little while
Took
ago.
it
Yeah.
from your sweet Kyron Williams. Guess who has Blake Corum? Me.
But you didn't play,
I don't care. I don't need him. I got Bucky.
I had to bench.
I think. Actually, this may be hot take. I maybe would rather have played Blake Corum over Bucky. Blake Corum's the RB3 since week 10.
He's looked really good.
Over
Last 3 weeks.
my sweet Bucky. You sit back and shut your mouth about Bucky. I'm gonna buck my nuts over your face.
I apologize to any of our viewers that just got in a wreck. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, you cannot claim us for your car insurance.
You don't talk about my Bucky like that. I'm gonna buck you sideways this week. Watch.
Yeah, but Blake Corum's been really, really good. Really,
has been
really
good.
good.
Good. I'm glad he's taking touchdowns from your sweet Kyron Williams.
But
Certified
all that
bum.
to say, if Woody plays, full confidence in him. If he
Yeah.
doesn't, start Nick Chubb with extreme caution. But he has a good matchup.
Is Devin Neal. He just plays on IR. The question is, do you or do you not play Audric Estime? And if you're having to start Devin Neal already, I feel like your running back room is gross.
Probably.
And you need to be starting.
Yeah. And so you could be looking at this decision of, do I go pick up Audric Estime or Nick Chubb? And I mean, at least Estime is the direct backup to the guy you lost. So in that event, you would have a starter. And I think I would rather play Estime than Evan Hull, who I think is kind of the receiving back for them. They're probably going to play separate roles. They have a full receiving and a full just grinder, up the tackles, does not catch the ball. Audric Estime has brick for hands, so you're hoping he falls into the end zone. He's not going to catch me. He's not going to catch me passes. But they're playing the Jets, so it's a good matchup.
Yeah, I'll be there. Really so I'll be sure to tell them to do good.
You'll be at the game?
3 tickets
so
for $40.
So are you gonna be like on your phone the whole time?
Oh, I'll probably have service because there won't be nobody there.
They're both battling for a draft.
Yeah.
Last running back I'll talk. RJ Harvey sustained a rib injury this past week. Looks to be okay. But could have his load limited this week.
Whoa. Is what limited?
His workload would be a better way to say that.
Yeah.
Yo.
Chad, don't clip that. I'm playing RJ Harvey either way. Unless he is out, I'm playing RJ Harvey. Great matchup this week. Run with it.
Another guy at least worth mentioning is Chris Rodriguez is back at practice. And I don't love mentioning that, but for any of you that are happy about what Bill did last week, I would say be careful starting him again if Rodriguez is back and he's about to be taking away the same touches he was just before he missed last week. Bill had a good week, but he also was one of the only running backs there. So now that he has another guy to share the workload with, don't just be so willing to trust Bill. He's given us a whole season to not trust him.
Don't trust Bill with your load is what Dalton's saying.
That's one way to paraphrase it.
On the wide receivers, I'm going to talk about a duo. Roman Dunze and Luther Burden both out this week. To me, this means one or two things. They're either about to run the ball 60 times this game, or DJ Moore is finally going to be relevant this season.
Could be. He's still so hard to trust. Man.
If there's a time for him to be good,
I agree.
You have to play if you have him.
I agree. He should. He should.
Yeah.
But he still has proven this year that he can go out there and give you less than 2 points.
Okay, I have a question because it actually goes back to what I asked earlier. I did not realize Luther Burden and Roman both ruled out this week already. Colston Loveland, Darren Waller, or Tyler Warren?
I'm actually facing this exact decision, and I'm starting Colston Loveland now because of this news.
Because of all the news, yeah.
I'm starting Loveland, and I'm not starting Waller because of the unknown at the quarterback.
I think that's the right move. I would go Loveland, Waller, Warren. And that sucks to say. I love Warren, but
I love Warren too. He was my rookie tight end this year, but
yeah,
poor Daniel Jones. Real.
He still gets targets. I just don't know how often they're going to be scoring touchdowns is the problem.
Yeah, I have. Look, me and you are in the same boat with Jonathan Taylor, buddy. Sucks.
So, to all my DJ Moore owners out there, start him. Drink a beer while you watch the game. Godspeed. Next,
Godspeed, brother. Godspeed.
I'm praying for you if you're having to start DJ Moore because you need it.
Next is Ricky Pearsall. He actually had a good week last week, but he has a PCL injury. I don't think he plays. I think this is just going to be Brock Purdy to Christian McCaffrey and to George Kittle, and that's basically it.
Although Juwan Jennings is a very sneaky flex play.
He is your boomer bust.
The only receiver they have now. Him and Kittle, they play different roles.
It's hard. It's hard.
I'm going against Juwan Jennings this week, and I'm very scared that he's going to put up 30.
He can put up 30 or he can put up 2.
Is
I
Austin
think it's
playing
more
him?
likely to be 30 considering the matchup and the severely reduced amount of targets.
I hope that all those points go to Kittle. Some people that Drake London, and he's returned practice in a limited capacity, still did an injury. I don't think he is going to play this week. But if he does, are you starting him? I don't think so.
Yeah, he's a scary start just because I could see him playing a limited
But
kind of
going out
snap.
there and running on it to see how he does.
Like
Not
Bowers
that,
did
not that you
when
can
Bowers was
compare
still
these
hurt.
two. But guess who was also a limited role last week and came back and went
Who?
Mike Evans.
Yes, but the Bucks are still playing for a playoff spot. The
He also
Falcons
had
are
a lot. He had a lot longer to recover from a different
Yeah.
injury. It was a collarbone versus a PCL. And guys this year with PCL injuries like Bowers and Pearsall in London have all missed a ton of time. And even when they came back, they don't exactly look like themselves. I mean, Pearsall just re-injured the exact same injury. I would be worried about London doing the same thing because they don't have anything to play for at all.
No.
So it's like there's no reason to rush London back. If he feels something mid-game, they're going to tell him just to sit down.
I would be, if I have another option, by this time, if you're in the playoffs and you made it this far without Drake London, I think you roll with what you've been doing.
I agree. If you need London that bad, you're probably hoping for a prayer anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next is T. Higgins, still in concussion protocol, returned to practice late on Thursday. If he is cleared, I think you play him. If he's not clear, do you start Andre Jokic? Did I get that right?
Yoshi
Bosch? Do you play him?
I haven't really paid attention to how Yoshi's looked. Has he been good? Because
No one was good last week.
I don't initially just gravitate to
Not even
him,
Burrow.
especially starting him. I would hope you have better options in starting Yoshi. Higgins starting is going to be tough because he had 2 concussions all within like 2 or 3 weeks. So the odds of him coming back, really quickly is tough. He did miss a week, so him being able to play this game is very possible. You're going to have to monitor that last day or 2 of practice and just see if he can clear protocol. Him returning to practice, they said it was like late. It was like right as they were wrapping up practice. So he didn't really get a practice in, but it seems like he was able to clear an extra step of protocol that day. And then they have to be able to practice. So if he practices Friday in some capacity, hopefully he can move through protocol and clear it. Other hand, Rashee Rice is not moving through concussion protocol, so I would be very concerned, and that's why I was saying earlier is I don't think he plays because he's not as far as I can tell advancing through any kind of protocol, and he already has a late start because he got put on concussion protocol on Monday, so he has a shorter window to be able to clear it than some players do when they're in concussion protocol from like Sunday or before then.
Scary.
Sucks when you get hit.
Playoff scaries. It's like Sunday scaries, but playoff scaries.
What's even crazier is Rashee Rice didn't even get hit in the head. I mean, I never saw him get
I
hit
was
in the
making
head.
a joke. He hit somebody, the incident. Yeah,
and the
karma. Yeah,
the street racing.
yeah. It sucks when it comes back and gets you.
All right, moving on. Marvin Harrison. He is back at practicing this weekend. Is on track to play.
Yep.
What
Please
does this mean for Michael Wilson?
I need Marvin Harrison to have something happen to where he doesn't play.
I've heard both sides of this argument because Michael Wilson has been balling out with and kind of without Marv. His 2 low games recently were when Marv last played. He only had like 7 points when Marv was back, and he only had like 7 targets. When Marv is not there, he has like 8, 9, 10 plus. I mean, he is getting force-fed the ball when Marv is not there. So I'm nervous. It's a good matchup for passing. I mean, Brissett, McBride, Michael Wilson, all the receivers. I mean, it's a great matchup. So he's been great. He's looked great. I want to trust him. I just have a little bit of caution with Marv being back, only because the last 2 times they were together, he didn't have a great blow-up week. He had just a modest week, and Marv got some, and Michael got some, and they both kind of were okay.
My thing is, Michael Wilson's one of those players that got you to the playoffs. I don't think you bench him right now. I don't think if you had the options, like if you have Michael Wilson and you've had DJ Moore on your bench, that's probably more realistic. Someone drafted DJ Moore, they pick up Michael Wilson, they benched Moore, they've been starting Wilson. This week they have the option of starting Moore. I'm still going Wilson. I think
I will too, yeah.
That's what I do with Michael Wilson. I bench one of my running backs for him. I bench Brees Hall.
Yeah, I would do that too. You dance with the one that brought you there.
Yes.
He's the one that helped me steal the bye, baby.
Last receiver, this one's a little bit more minor to talk about. It's Quentin Johnson dealing with a groin injury, back limited practice. I know he plays this week. I don't even think you play him if he's healthy. I don't even think you play him.
No, yeah, you probably don't.
Perfect.
It could affect Ladd, though, if he doesn't play. It's more consolidation to Ladd, Keenan, and Aronde.
So, tight ends, we just got two to talk about. One is Dalton Kincaid dealing with the same knee injury, has not yet practiced this week, could be at risk of missing. I think there's better options in the waiver wire.
Dawson Knox.
Yeah, this is a really good week if you're streaming tight ends.
So I think Kincaid needs to be on your bench. Look for somebody to stream. I mean, AJ Barner just caught a touchdown. Colby Parkinson, we liked. There's some guys out there for you.
You're naming players that are playing right now.
Exactly.
Well, how can I pick them up and play them?
Well, I'm saying like these are streaming options that have like been good already. There's going to be more good options the rest of this week.
But they're not options anymore if they're already playing.
There's going to be other good options this week.
Well, you just named
if you got the option of Waller or Loveland or even Juwan Johnson, I would play all of them.
Yep.
Or Dawson Knox, who's getting the receiving touchdown instead of Kincaid.
Last time you did that, it cost you.
And he finally did it.
The next week.
No, it was like many weeks later.
That was maybe 3 weeks later.
Lastly, Kyle Pitts, limited Thursday with a knee injury. It's also on last week's injury report, and he's smashed anyway. Worth monitoring, but he should be fine. I don't think dude just had 44. You don't bench Kyle Pitts.
And the 2 weeks before that, he had 15 each week.
I think they're playing Pitts.
I think he's been playing through this injury. It's been on the injury report. It's just something to kind of be aware of in case he goes down in practicing and doesn't practice for some reason. Then I'd be concerned. But as long as he's practicing limited, he's going to be fine. He smashed last week, and it was on last week's injury report.
All right, that is it for our breaking news / injuries. I hope we helped you a little bit in figuring out what you want to do. But the next segment's our favorite. It is our starts of the week. Dalton Hanley, give me your QB.
QB, I went with Jared Goff against the Steelers. I think this will be a fun game. It's got a good high over-under. Both teams are needing to win, the Steelers especially, to stay in the hunt in the AFC and even in their own division. And then the Lions, I mean, they're still kind of in that playoff hunt of they're a pretty comfortable wild card at the moment, but if they lose a bunch of games in a row, they could easily find themselves out of the playoffs. So both teams are very much still in it, very much motivated to win. It's a good matchup for Goff. I think he's going to keep lighting it up with Amon-Ra and J-Mo.
Is he about to go golf?
I think he could go golf.
I like that. That's a good start. If you had to choose one, are you starting Burrow or Jared Goff?
The Bengals are playing Miami.
Yes.
I think if Burrow has T. Higgins back, I'm probably pretty comfortable playing Burrow. If Higgins is not back, I feel much more comfortable with the safety of Goff.
No. Jayden, give me your QB.
I'm going with my team, my quarterback, our future. I'm not going to say franchise quarterback, but he's looked good. Tyler Shaw with the New Orleans Saints.
Tyler who?
Tyler Shaw. I don't even care. Shuck. Is it Shuck?
You're the Saints, man.
That's not how you say Shuck. S-O-U-G-A.
Oh, it doesn't make sense at all, but I think that's how it's pronounced.
Tyler Shuck.
I swear I've heard commentators say Tyler Shaw.
No one says it.
It's just like the B-John or but John.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, anyways. He is throwing the... I'm a Saints fan. I can't even say my damn quarterback's name right.
Franchise quarterback.
No, I'm not going to say that. But he's looked good. He has a rushing aspect. I like it. They're playing the Jets. The Saints have wreaked havoc in the NFC South. If you haven't been keeping up, they have the Buccaneers fighting for a playoff spot. They beat them, and they beat the Falcons, or they beat the Panthers last week. It's just, there's how it's actually going to go. The Jets are going to beat them, and then now the second overall pick is going to be all out of whack. But Tyler Shuck, I mean, that dude, he's throwing the ball over 30 times a game. He has a rushing aspect. Him and Chris Olave are going to link up in the end zone. I know that's one of y'all starts of the week. So.
Yeah.
We both like him. Haven.
I forgot. I lost my train of thought when I couldn't say his name, but he's been good.
My start of the week is Jacoby Brissett. They played the Falcons, who have been absolute garbage the last 3 weeks, giving up 23, 27, 22. I mean, Brissett also throws the ball like 50 times a game, which is insane. And he's just going to continue that. They don't have Bam Knight anymore. Their running back room is literally like Michael Carter. Yeah.
DeMarcado, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I don't even, yeah, whatever his name is.
You're not supposed to know who those people are.
Exactly. Those people should never be existing. But you know who has been existing this year? And that's Jacoby Brissett, the future franchise quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals.
Could be.
And he
Very
will have
possible.
a great. I am terrified of playing against Jacoby Brissett in any playoffs this week. He could easily have 30 plus.
He's just so safe. I mean, he gets 18 to
So
20
safe.
every week.
He's so safe.
Haven
I'll go
says
ahead.
franchise quarterback, and he's 33 years old.
That's like the new
Better late than
27.
never.
He could legit be their franchise quarterback and play for 7 more years. Easily could play for 7 more years.
I'm starting him in our chopped league, and there's only 3 players left.
You're not beating
3 teams.
Austin.
I don't have to beat Austin. All I have to do is beat the other
Don't
person,
know
and then
that.
it's a 50-50.
But our Austin's team is just stupid.
I know, but this is fantasy, and anything can happen.
Yeah. And then they get to pick up those players for literally $0.
It's like 90% luck.
Should I
This is-
walk
yeah.
the waivers this week? Should I go do that right now?
That'd be pretty funny. But we already picked up who we need.
I'll go ahead and do my running back start of the week. It is Aaron Jones. I have no stats for this. I just need it, man. I have
It's a
to play
vibe.
him. I have to play him. I don't have an option. I lost 3 players today in Devontae, Luther, and Rome. I'm out of options. It's either him or Jake Ferguson, and I got to go with the matchup, and it's Aaron Jones. And Aaron, I am playing Jayden this week, and I want you to know, I've been rooting for you all season. I never cut you. Even when you got injured, even when Jordan Mason was really solid at the beginning of the season, you stayed on my team. I played you last week because I had faith, and you only gave me 9. I'm talking from my heart right now. Please, give me something good so I can beat Jayden. Signed, Haven.
What's funny is your started quarterback of the week. He's the quarterback to one of my wide receivers.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he's throwing to Marvin and Trey McBride.
But we know
Hmm.
Trey McBride's going to get fed.
Who's your start of the week, Jayden, at
Yeah.
running back?
This one should hit close to home to Haven, but this is his comeback week. Amari and Hampton. I know he's looked pretty bad since coming off the injury, but they're playing the Cowboys. If this is his comeback game and will win a week for fantasy managers, this is it.
Well, I wish you would have done it last week, but I lost.
And the Cowboys are horrendous against the run.
They are. Quentin Williams has looked like a really great option for y'all, Dalton.
Yeah.
He's been good.
He's helped us out in the run game. We still get absolutely torn apart through the air, though. I mean, you could throw all over us.
Dalton, who's your running back start of the week?
This is more of I trust this player enough to where if you need a running back start and you're desperate, you can start this guy and feel comfortable about it. Tyrone Tracy is the clear starter. He's the clear starter.
Yep. For now.
Singletary is a backup. I mean, he
Yep.
played 76% of snaps and got like 85% of the running back work. Tracy is the full-fledged starter. He plays Minnesota this week, which Minnesota is normally a pretty good run defense. Past 5 weeks, though, they have been way worse. So it actually looks better than it does on paper for him. So he could have a good matchup. And then his next matchup is the Raiders in championship week. If Tyrone Tracy is out there, you need to go pick him up. You don't have to start him, but if you need a running back start, he can help you.
RB4 last week. Had a really, really good week.
He did.
Jayden, give me your receiver start of the week.
Good old Mike Evans, who looked great in his return game.
He
did.
He did.
He's been limited in practice this week, but he's been sitting out because of veteran rest day.
Yeah.
But I mean, if there's anybody that Baker's going to trust, and for this late overall 1 seed in the NFC South, that's going to be his boy Mike Evans.
12
So-
targets. They
Oh
played
yeah,
50% of the snap.
Yeah.
and he's just going. And they're playing the Panthers, and so there's a lot on the line, and just
It's gonna be a fun one.
Mike Evans is going to have a big part in that game.
How far is he away from 1,000?
Yeah,
Speaking of good games, this Thursday night game is also very good. It's currently tied at 30.
They tied it up.
It's all tied up at 30.
It was like 30 to 14.
with 4 minutes to go.
Wow.
There's some math really quick.
He has 272 yards.
A year.
He can't do it.
He's got this
Yeah.
trust.
He ain't about to do it. He's not gonna be able to get to 1,000.
What's the math, Jayden?
I teach special ed.
So he
I
needs
alluded-
750 yards divided by 4 games left, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is
3 games left.
He needs a lot, and it's not possible. That's how much he needs.
No, yeah, it's not happening.
I alluded to my receiver earlier in the episode. It's Juwan Jennings. He's the only receiver left standing because I don't think Ricky's going to play. Has to throw to somebody. And so when Kittle and McCaffrey have already caught 20 passes each, hopefully Juwan Jennings can catch a few. They have a really good matchup. I think he has a pretty easy, safe floor, and you know that he has the upside of doing great things. So I think Juwan Jennings is a very good flex play for people that need a third or fourth wide receiver. Haven, who you got?
Mine is Chris Olave against the Jets. If anybody watched that game last week,
I love it. I agree.
You saw how bad the Jets, they've given up. They're done.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
They're bad.
They're really bad.
And Tyler Shuck is about to look like prime Drew Brees this week.
Oh, all right. Hold up.
He's going to. Oh, yeah. I love your start of the week because you know what's going to happen? Chris Olave is going to have 18 targets.
That's what they're going to do afterwards. They're going to go to the Shuckers and get shucked up.
All the other Saints receivers are hurt. And then Devin Neal just got hurt. So there goes your pass catching starting running back that you had. You're now starting 2 random bums. Who knows what they're going to do? It's literally just Chris Olave and just Juwan Johnson. So, I mean, Chris Olave is going to get force-fed the ball against a horrible team and horrible defense that, like you said, has given up already. Olave is going to smash, and I hate it because I'm playing against him.
It's going to happen, though. Just
Chris Olave legacy game incoming.
Just wear it. I'll go ahead and do my tight end start of the week. It is Dallas Goedert versus Commanders. You know, I really felt this off of vibes again. I've done this with tight ends every week. It's just been picking the vibe. I picked Harold Fannin correctly. I picked Colby Parkinson correctly. I looked at it and I said, you know what? This is Dallas Goedert. This is his week. So Dallas
He's
Goedert
been balling out. That's a pretty good vibe.
I hope he do well. He gets the tutties. He's playing the Commanders, I believe. And if you're like me, you go off vibes. This is the week to go off that vibe and start you a good old Dallas Goedert.
Got air.
Well, I typed it. It was before the news broke, but it was Darren Waller. But now that Tua's benched, I mean,
he's still streamable.
Yeah,
I think he is.
It's not as safe as originally.
Like it used to look like a top 3 to 5
and
smash play.
We were recording this episode, I benched him for Colston Leveling. So that's my start of the week. Colston Leveling. That's it.
Switching it
right
I love
now.
it, and I appreciate it because I do the same thing.
That is a great start. All right. Thank you, guys. That was our starts of the week this week. Jayden, you had a mailbag question for us.
I did. Let me pull it up. Well, before news broke this week, it was actually it was a tough question, but I don't think it's that tough anymore. The buddy in my league, this is his question. He had a bye in the first round of playoffs in a different league, different from our main league. He has Rashee Rice, McMillan, and Justin Jefferson. He currently has Rico and my flex. Is Justin Jefferson benchable for Tet? So it looks like he was starting Rashee Rice and Tet, or Rashee Rice and Jefferson. Rico's in the flex.
I think.
So basically, the question is he benching Justin Jefferson for Tet? Well, it looks like
you're benching Rashee Rice for
Tet and Justin. So it looks like you're playing Justin Jefferson, Tet, and Rico. He sent this question before the Rashee Rice news broke. Yeah. So hopefully you got Rashee out now, Eric. But
we talked about it a little bit. If Rashee Rice is starting, all right, do you go Rashee Rice or do you go Tet McMillan?
Or Justin Jefferson?
I've already said that I will play Rice over Jefferson if he plays, but I don't think he's going to play. So to me, that's pretty easy to rule him out because even though they haven't said he's ruled out, I don't see how he plays. So to me, this is just a Jefferson or Tet.
Yeah.
And I almost want to say Tet because he has felt more safe. The past week or two haven't felt that way because last week he had a bad week, and the week before that he only had 2 targets. So I mean, Tet doesn't have exactly great vibes either. It's just season long he's done more than Jefferson has, and Jefferson has had the best matchups that you can get, and he's still doing nothing. But I don't fault anybody because if you're going against like a really tough team, a juggernaut, and you need points, throw Justin Jefferson in there because he can get you those points that can make up, you know, where your team is lacking. You don't want to throw in a safe player when you're already projected to get beat by 20 or 30. Throw in the guys with the high ceiling and upside, depending on who you're playing. If you are that team that is a juggernaut and you just need a safe play to maintain your lead that you're projected to have, then you could play like a Ted McMillan. But it's also the playoffs, so play to win, get the dub.
I agree. All right, I'm going to do my rookie of the week since I have a little bit of time. This one is maybe the nastiest one I've done all season. Quinn Ewers. I want this boy to light up the world and make everybody go, what just happened? I want him to be the QB1 of the week. I want him to have the most yards and everybody be like, what just happened? Quinn, make this dream become a reality.
It's against the Bengals. It's not
Very
impossible.
doable.
It could
Yeah,
happen.
he could very well come out there, run Mike McDaniel's offense incredibly well, and then look fine. And if he does, then it's like, what the heck do the Dolphins do? Because Tua is owed a lot of money since they
Ooh.
overpaid him on that contract. So that's interesting to see if they find themselves in that situation.
All right, boys. It's been a great podcast. Jayden, thank you so very much for joining us this week. I'm going to be respectful to you. Good luck this week. Make the best man win. We're playing for that second place against Dalton either way. So Dalton's just going to take the championship anyway. But Jayden, I wish you the best of luck this week against me.
Yeah. Screw sportsmanship.
Love to see it. All right. Thank you all. Please like, subscribe, and follow us on TikTok and Twitter at FFB Addicts.